Hey guys, what's up? It's another episode at Nippon Speed. It's Isaac again. If you haven't noticed yet, yes, we finally got our new shirts. This is our new company logo and our brand new shirts. Today we're going to be working on our personal S14. I haven't really talked much about it. It hasn't, just a stock SR20 swap, SR20 transmission. It has an Exceed Hyper single clutch, tomei turbo. Pretty much mostly everything tomei except for internals. The only internals it has is the tomei pond cams. Besides that, everything else is completely stock. Today we're actually going to be installing their titanium exhaust. And if many of you are wondering why we decided to go with the tomei exhaust, listen to a few of these clips and you'll see why. after viewing those few clips, you could figure out why exactly we went with the tomei. Now, another reason is, I bet you can do this with most exhaust systems. Most of you don't know, this is a full titanium exhaust. It's a 4.5 inch tip, full titanium front to back, and they also have the option to run the titanium test pipe. So literally, the full exhaust is from this flange all the way to the end. If you want to run a test pipe, this is pretty much how the full setup will look like. And where's it at? This, I don't know if my camera could focus it or not. There's a big shout out to Tomei with their outstanding quality, build quality in their parts. This is another reason why we went with them. I've personally used a lot of parts from them. This was another big hit on my wish list for my personal project S14, and this is precisely why I also opted to go with the Tomei full titanium exhaust. It comes with all the necessary hardware. I've already put the hanger that goes with it, and I've also put new bushings with it. I opted to go with the Circuit Sports hangers just because they were blue, and I wanted to keep the blue flowing in the whole build, just as a personal preference. But as far as build quality and other types of exhaust, this is, even though it's a little bit more than other brands, but this does not, you cannot compare this to other brands. Build quality, structure, weight, which is another big thing, sound, which is a very deep tone. Once I install it and I start it up, you will kind of think it's a Subaru instead of a 240. So that's another big thumbs up in my book. So I want to thank again Tomei for their awesome parts that they bring to the customers, and for building this awesome full titanium catback exhaust with the test pipe. Alright, so for the install, here's how it goes. Alright, so far, let me do a close-up now since I have it hanging up. I don't know if you guys were able to get that before, but alright, so far we already have everything installed. There you got one hanger. This is the little brace that it comes with. The brace has already the two hangers welded on, and it comes with a little sleeve so that the brace doesn't scratch up the canister of the exhaust. Now all I gotta do is button it up, and then we are good. So they use this type of system where you do not use gaskets. The exhaust, it's 3 exhaust tubes as the last part where the canister is, the mid pipe and the first pipe. I'm not, the terminology is failing me right now, but the first pipe goes inside the mid pipe, and then from the mid pipe it goes to the canister side. They do have the clamps. You tighten them, and then you put the spring so you don't have any issues of them coming apart. This is a lot better, much more stronger than the flange type exhaust, and all these hardware come with the exhaust when you buy Tomei exhaust. The only flange part that you are going to have is if you do the test pipe. This one is flanged, and then obviously if you have a regular downpipe from the turbo, that one is also flanged. As far as I know, the Tomei does not have a titanium downpipe. I wish they did. That way it'll be full Tomei from the turbo, manifold to the turbo elbow, to the turbo downpipe, to the titanium exhaust. So it'll be a nice feature to have if they had that. Hopefully they have it in the future. Maybe if they see this video, maybe they put it in the works, who knows. But that would be one thing that I would really like to have. I'm sort of a Tomei aficionado, if you notice. But yeah, so getting back to the install, all we got left to do is put these two bolts, the gasket, and we're complete. Well, strap the hanger in the back for the canister, and we're pretty much done. So pretty much the install takes less than, I would say, the install pretty much takes, I don't know, like 5 to 10 minutes. If you go ahead and put the hangers in first, you have the strap that comes with the exhaust put in first, and you fully bolt up or put together the exhaust, you will be, max would be 5 minutes with this exhaust, compared to other exhausts that takes you, I don't know, between 10 minutes, depending on between putting the gaskets, the pipes, and all that. So if you're also considering install time, this cuts it down to half or 75% of it, compared to other type of exhaust installs. So that's another thumbs up if you are considering to do the Tomei exhaust. Alright, so here goes the finishing touches on the install for this titanium exhaust. Here's my gasket. Okay, so we go here, then back, position it. Okay. One side is in. Alright. And then the second side is going in right now. Voila. First one. Second one. always make sure that they are tight, because the last thing you want is an exhaust to leak or fall. Let's take our support tower out. Trusty Alright, now she is all bolted up right here. Put some light here so you guys can see. And now we are going to strap this Now we're gonna strap the final hanger. If my light will stay. Haha. We got light. A little too bright. Let me light it. Drop it down. Yeah, there we go. There you go. That way you guys can see. Alright, so you could position your strap different ways. You could do it like this or like that. Depending on which way you strap it is depending the angle you're gonna have it. I like to just keep it as straight as possible if I could, so I don't have to be putting it too much in an angle. Do is this. We'll put the 13mm bolt with a 13mm nut provided by Tomei. On the other part of the exhaust, I failed to mention that they are 14mm bolts with nuts. So and voila. So that covers the install. My bad for. Let me turn my light off so you guys can see a little bit. Just turn it the other way. All right, so we got this hanger done. This hanger done. This one done. And we're done all the way up to a downpipe. Once again, this has been a successful install. Now we're gonna drop the car, start her up, and see how it sounds.
Los gorditos están rojos. Hasta los arroz en la curva.